Forex trading for beginners. US dollar appreciated against euro in the past 1 month. It also appreciated against Japanese yen. Look at this chart. And also against South Korea won. US dollar appreciated against New Taiwan dollars. Also against Singapore dollars. Malaysia ringgit, US dollar went up. And Thai baht, US dollar went up as well. So if you are Americans, it's good to travel around the world because you have US dollars. Today I'm going to teach you how to predict US dollar rate. After watching this video from the beginning to the end, you will know more than 80% of the population and you will be able to predict how US dollar going to perform against other currency, and you can use this knowledge to predict any currency in the world. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you one thing that is better than Forex trading. On September 3rd, I talk about why does USD go up. Forex trading for beginners. I predicted that US dollars continue to appreciate against other currency. You can go to my YouTube channels, go and watch US dollar appreciated videos and also September stock market dollar mortgage rates prediction videos as well. If you want to know more about Forex trading, you can go to playlist and you can watch Forex trading playlist. If you haven't watched my Forex trading videos, I'm going to recap what influenced US dollars appreciation or depreciation. It all comes down to supply and demands. If more people are demanding US dollars going to appreciate. Second reason why US dollar appreciate or depreciates is government central bank interventions. For US is Federal Reserve. If they increase interest rate more than the other countries, US dollar gonna appreciate. If they tighten money supply, if they reduce money supplies, US dollar going to appreciate. And number one reason why US dollar appreciated is because of productivity in US economy. If US economy grows faster than other economies, then US dollar appreciate much more than that. If you look at 10-year treasury notes, their interest rate is 4.618%. for US 10-year treasury bond. Compare that with Euro 2.78, which is more. US 10-year treasury bond is much more than Euro 10-year treasury bond interest rate. That's why US appreciated against Euro. Look at Japanese yen. Japanese 10-year government bond only gives 0.776% compared to US 4.618%. Of course, everybody's going to buy US dollars to buy US government bonds. Look at Korean government bonds. 10 years government bonds is going for 4.012%. If you are Korean, you're gonna think about, should I hold Korean won or should I buy US dollars to buy US government bonds? Of course, you're gonna buy US dollars to buy US government bonds because you get more by investing in US government bond. Look at Taiwan government bonds. 10 years 1.226%, US 4.618% is much more than that. You're gonna buy US dollars to buy US government bonds. The same goes for Singapore government bonds, 3.405% compared to 4.618% US government bonds. Malaysia, look at that, 4.014. US 10-year bond is giving 4.618% right now. If you are Malaysians, you're gonna buy US dollars to buy US 10-year treasury note. If you are Thai investing in Thai government bonds, you're gonna get only 3.174% compared to US dollar 4.618%. Naturally, you're gonna buy US dollars to buy 10-year treasury note. So if you go to any money exchange in the last month, you will notice that a lot of money exchange gives much more better rate if you are selling US dollar. Of course, they know that US dollar is gonna appreciate it much more than other currency. So if you are a normal person without the knowledge of forex trading that I'm teaching in this video, you're gonna sell your US dollars. For me, I sold my other currency. I did not sell my US dollars to buy other currency. I'm traveling around the world. When I arrive in one country, I do not sell my US dollars. I use other currency to buy local currency. I never sold my US dollars because I knew that US dollar going to appreciate much more than that. That's the power of knowledge. If you apply this knowledge, you can easily benefit profits from foreign exchange. Compare the two interest rate. If the two good economies, one has a higher interest rate, that currency is going to appreciate much more than the other currency. Remember, you need to compare good economies. It doesn't matter if the economy is really bad, if the inflation is so high, the government can give you 10%, 12%, 20%. It doesn't matter. That currency is going to depreciate. It's because of inflation. And if the economy is really bad, it really doesn't matter how much the interest rate that the other government or central bank is giving. Always focus on good economies. Compare the two good economies which gives higher interest rate. Then you invest in that currency. Then you can buy that currency bond, that government bond, to earn higher yield. That's one of the best ways to trade foreign currency. As I promised, I'm going to tell you one way that is better than trading forex. That is advanced options. I sell options to make more profits in advanced option trading than forex trading. On January 1st to January 31st, I made more than 3,700 in short-term gain. If you look at February 1st to February 28th, which is even less than 30 days, then you're gonna see my profits of more than 4,600 in 1 month. Of course, I made some losses, which is very normal. Everybody who trades advanced option, any investment, you can lose money even if you put your money in the banks. If that bank goes bankrupt, you could lose your money. If you look at March 1st to March 31st, my profit was more than 11,000. So if you combine all 3 months, and you're gonna see my profit was more than 20,000. If you made this much profits, could you travel around the world without working for the rest of the years? You just work 1 to 2 hours a day just for 3 months. If you know how to budget your traveling, of course you can travel around the world. It depends on the individual. Does it mean that everybody's gonna get this result? No, actually very few people get these results because advanced option is quite difficult and it's better than buying options. So that's why I like selling options. If you look at all my profits and loss from the most losses to the most profits, you can see that it's all options. Look at this, it's all options. Look at that. My profits are going down, I'm getting more and more profits. Of course, the more profits you make, the less losses that you make. The difference between the two is going to be your profits. You cannot keep making money without losing money. It's very normal for you to lose money, and I lost money as well. But the thing is that selling options or trading advanced options gives you much better probability of winning than just buying normal call options or put options. Look at all the profits that I made right here. It's all options. So Adobe call option is the highest profit that I made in 3 months. So if you want to know more about trading advanced option, you can go to my YouTube channel and check out my playlist. Share, subscribe. Do you want to retire early? Do you love freedom? Do you want to work only 1 to 2 hours a day while traveling around the world and spend more time with your family? You can start stock investing and option trading right now. If you want to know more about finance, stocks, options, real estate, crypto, check out our playlist: stock investing, stock trading, option trading, real estate, cryptocurrency.